Guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is June 11, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And we have a big breaking news, red alert, I would like to share it to you guys. It says here, a suspected ISIS group were cuffed in multiple states within the sleeping giant after crossing the southern region and initially being released into the sleeping giant. Oh. And this is what the FBI director Christopher Wray is sounding the alarm. He's saying that yeah, they're gonna come in. And that's what we are seeing right now. Information is coming in really quick, guys. Certain groups, ISIS, from different lands, has reached the sleeping giant, and they're here already. They're just waiting for that green light. You have a lot of sleeper CELLS here within our land. And it's just a matter of time when things start to hit the fan. We could see another 2,001. Alright guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. I appreciate the love and support. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, once again, the PayPal link and the Patreon link is in the description box. Also guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about in the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. And for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Guys, I just posted a video not too long ago on this channel. Big breaking news coming out the White House, and it says here that the 4-6 will travel to Delaware, the White House says, after the jury in federal court finds the 4-6 son guilty. All right, so this link here will be in the comments box, and I already talked about it, and the leader is there. They show the leader hugging his son, and it seems like he's very sad, like he's about to cry. But again, guys, it's like Chuck says, no one is above the law. Nancy, she said it too. No one is above the law. So information is coming out really quick. The sleeping giant leader, he had to stop everything, travel to Delaware, and to be with his son. All right, so again, that's where we at right now. That is where we at right now. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys something, and it's very important. When you are a sleeping giant leader, you take an oath that the sleeping giant comes first. The sleeping giant comes first. And right now, the sleeping giant is seeing some visitors that's coming from way up north. The bear, with their nuclear subs and warship. 26 miles, what? 26 miles, I think, from Florida? That comes first. That comes first. I can understand about his son. Okay, I can understand that. But the sleeping giant comes first. You can't be canceling everything to go see your son. You can't do that. He took an oath. There was a... man, I forget his name, but it was this one person, and I believe he was a press secretary, if I'm not mistaken. He lost his wife, and I think she was in a car accident. I think his wife and daughter in a car accident, and he came, he's a press secretary. He had to, go and give updates, and you have all these journalists. And he's like, sorry, I'm late. I'm 10-15 minutes late. My wife just passed away in a car accident. And the journalist is like, whoa, man, sorry about that. And he's like, yeah, well, I just got the news, but the job must go on. The country is more important. I took an oath, and the country comes first. I have to give you guys all the information. And again, you know, I mean, for him to do that, I mean, that was it takes a lot of strength to do that. To say the sleeping giant, hey, comes first. My job. Again, you know, I took an oath. So I forget his name, and I don't know what year was that, but it was a very sad story. So you cannot cancel these stuff just because of what happened to your son. The sleeping giant is a great event because the bear is out there off the coast of Florida. We need a sleeping giant leader right now. So, but again, what do you expect? It's the 4-6. All right, let's see what's going on here, guys. It says 8 individuals from that country with suspected ties to ISIS who crossed into the sleeping giant from the southern region last year and this year, man, have been cuffed in LA, Philadelphia, and the Rotten Apple. According to a source familiar with the investigation, guys, you think it's only 8? There's thousands. There's a lot out there. There's a lot. I mean, there's so many of them. There's so much sleeper, CELL here in the sleeping giant. I mean, there's a lot of them. This is nothing. This is nothing. And, you know, they get their orders from whoever the leader is. And, you know, once they get the green light, we could see something like 2001. We will never forget that year. It seems like so many people forgot about that year. But, yeah, we will never forget that. The suspects were initially allowed to enter the sleeping giant after being vetted and no national security issues were uncovered. Wow. I remember 2001, we put strict laws that this would never, ever, 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 ever happen again. And we're going to make sure that whoever comes into the sleeping giant are not part of those bad groups. I mean, what in the world you call this? Like I said, it's like everybody forgot about 2001. Later, and in recent weeks, authorities uncovered derogatory information indicating ties or affiliation with the ISIS, and the suspect were sought and cuffed. Efforts are underway to deport the suspect, as currently authorities have not developed enough evidence to bring any charges. Not enough proof. But you know what they announced? I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. The 4-6 administration said, I want you guys, again, sent the letter to BP, the border agents. I want you guys to deport the Bear citizens. If any of the Bear citizens try to come here, send them back. I mean, what? Again, what's going on here? But again, this is where we are right now, guys. So over the last few days, ICE agents cuffed several of them. And the FB, you know who, and the Department of Homeland said in a statement. So they're the one who put out the information. The action were carried out in close coordination with the FB, you know, who joined task forces. The individuals cuffed are detained in ICE in custody pending removal proceedings, as the FB and the DHS have recently described in public and partner bulletins. The sleeping giant has been in a heightened alert environment. Once again, multiple agencies will continue working around the clock with our partners to identify, investigate, and disrupt, give me a second here, potential warnings to national security, the statement said. Or maybe we could just close the door and that's it. I mean, it's just really sad that you keep the doors open and then you have to work 24/7 to catch them, because a lot of them, they do sneak in. They do sneak in. Now, give me a second here, guys. I think I might throw something else here, too. I want to bring this one up. All right, this is going to be a different topic, but I want to bring this one up because I've been talking about this October possibly a crash. A crash. And it's very important to prepare for these crash. You guys know October is like the month where things start hitting the fan in the stock market. And you guys know the crash of 29, the history of the crash of 29. I can't believe the crash of 29 is almost 100 years. 100 years, close to the crash of 29. Economists predicts a stock market crash worse than 2008. The bubble of all bubbles. Yeah. And for those of you that don't know, the most powerful people are taking their stuff out. They're getting their money out the stock. They're getting everything out. We're talking about the billionaires. They're getting stuff out. All right, so you have Harry, the outspoken financial author and economist, isn't reversing course from his bold crash of a lifetime declaration this past December. Speaking in an updated interview with Fox, Dent cautioned that the everything bubbles has still yet to burst, and it may be bigger crash than the Great Recession. In 1925 to 1929, it was a natural bubble. There was no stimulus behind that, artificial stimulus per se. So this is new. This has never happened, this person said on Tuesday. What do you do if you want to cure a hangover? You drink more. And that's what they've been doing. I suggest people not to do that. That's how you become an alcoholic. Oh, my head! Give me another vodka. No, don't do that. Just drink a gallon of water. Don't drink no more, period. All right, so that's what's going on here. They're just becoming some kind of addiction. It just lead to destruction. And that's what they've been doing. So flooding the economy with extra money forever might actually enhance the overall economy long term. But, well, only see when we see this bubble burst. And again, this bubble has been going 14 years instead of most bubble going 5 to 6. It's been stretched higher, longer. So you have to expect a bigger crash than we got in 2008 to 2009. And I believe that this October, we might see a big crash. And I mentioned this last week. Whenever fall is around the corner, the stock is not the greatest. And that's how, again, the crash of 29, it happened during October or November. And remember, guys, that's during the time of the election. So it's going to be big. So it says here, as markets inch closer to the halfway mark of the year, the sleeping giant stock ended the month of May with gains as the tech-heavy Nasdaq stole the show, finishing up 6.9%. The S&P was, give me a second here, guys. The S&P 500 was up 4.8%, and the Dow Jones was up 2.3%. Nearly 2 weeks ago, tech and AI heavy Nvidia announced a 10-for-1 stock split, propelling shares past $1,000 3 days later, marking an all-time high. I think we're going to see the S&P go down 86% from the top and the Nasdaq 92%. A hero stock like Nvidia, as good as it is, and it is great company, goes down 98%. boy, this is over, then stressed. So this person is basically sounding the alarm. We have never seen the Gov sustain a totality. I truly apologize, guys. A totally artificial bubble for a decade and a half and see what happens after that. He continues. But I can tell you, there has not been one bubble, and this is far larger and longer. One major bubble is history that has not ended badly, period. All right, truly apologize, guys. At the same time, trying to remove these advertisements. These articles nowadays have all these advertisements, and it's slowing my computer. Once again, economists predict stock crash worse than 2008, the bubble of all bubbles. And you guys already know that as we move forward with all these biblical wars and all these events, it's not heading to a good path. It's heading, basically, we are walking backwards, put it like that. And I do believe that God has given up this sleeping giant to a reprobate mind, separated from the sleeping giant. And whenever someone is separated from God, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. So, again, we are seeing the beginning of the greatest empire, one of the greatest empire in the world, seeing some kind of imminent event. And this event, it ain't going to be pretty. At the same time, we have the Bear submarine and warships out there in the Caribbean. And they're going to stay till the end of summer. They're going to be out there to the end of summer. So all this could hit the fan and fall. So I'm going to keep you updated on this story here, guys. Once again, I did post about the stock that things could hit the fan around October or November. All right, guys. I think I'm going to end it here. I was going to bring this one up, but we already talked about this. Yeah, we already talked about this one here. It seems like everybody's just catching up to this information. Once again, the White House issue NUKE updates. We already talked about this. Ahead of the game. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.